Hey everyone, welcome back to the show. Today we are talking about two words that look almost identical, sound different, and yet confuse English learners and native speakers alike in writing. These words are a perfect example of how English spelling can be tricky and how one silent letter completely changes everything about a word.
Yes, and what makes this pair so interesting is that the difference in spelling is just one letter at the end. One has an E and one does not. But that one letter changes the word from a noun to a verb and changes the pronunciation completely. Once you understand the difference, you will never mix them up again.
The two words today are breath, spelled B-R-E-A-T-H, and breathe, spelled B-R-E-A-T-H-E. One letter difference, enormous difference in meaning and use.
Let us start with pronunciation, because this is the most immediate and practical difference. Breath, without the E at the end, is pronounced with a short vowel sound, breath, like the word health or death. Short E sound, breath.
Breathe, with the E at the end, is pronounced with a long E sound, breathe, like the word sieve or teeve. Long E sound, breathe.
So, breath rhymes with death. Breathe rhymes with seethe. The presence of that final E lengthens the vowel sound completely.
Practice both out loud. Breath, breathe. Breath, breathe. You should feel the difference. Breath is short and stopped. Breathe is longer and open.
Now let us talk about what each word means. Breath, without the E, is a noun. It refers to the air that you take into your lungs and release. Each individual act of inhaling and exhaling is a breath.
Take a deep breath. She let out a long breath. His breath was visible in the cold air. I was out of breath after running up the stairs. In all of those, breath is a noun, a thing, an individual unit of air taken in or released.
Breath is countable. You can take one breath, 2 breaths, 3 breaths. You can count individual breaths. A breath, the breath, breaths. All of these work because breath is a noun.
Breathe with the E is the verb. It means to perform the action of taking air into your lungs and releasing it, to do the act of breathing.
Breathe in through your nose. She breathed slowly to calm herself. He could barely breathe in the smoke-filled room. They told him to breathe deeply and relax.
In all of those, breathe is the verb, the action, what you do. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe deeply, breathe slowly.
So the simplest way to remember it, breath without E is the noun, the thing, each individual intake or release of air. Breathe with E is the verb, the action, what you do with air.
The noun is what you have, the verb is what you do. You have a breath. You breathe.
Now, let me give you a memory trick that locks this pair forever. Breathe with an E at the end does the action, and actions are things you do. The E at the end of breathe stands for do. You breathe. You do the action. E for action.
And breath without the E is the thing itself. Short word, simple noun. No extra letter needed. When the E disappears, the verb becomes a noun and the action becomes a thing.
Another trick. Breathe has the word he hiding at the end. B-R-E-A-T-H-E. He breathes. He is a subject. Subjects perform actions. So breathe is the verb. He breathes. She breathes.
That is a lovely trick. He is inside breathe. He breathes. The verb contains the subject.
Now let us go deeper into breath and all its uses as a noun.
A breath is a single intake or release of air. Take a breath before you speak. She let out a long breath. His breath was visible in the cold air. I was out of breath after running up the stairs. In all of those, breath is a noun, a thing, an individual unit of air taken in or released.
Breath is countable. You can take 1 breath, 2 breaths, 3 breaths. You can count individual breaths. A breath, the breath, breaths. All of these work because breath is a noun.
A common mistake, too, is to write I was out of breathe with the E. You should never say out of breathe. The phrase is always out of breath. Bring some water because you will be out of breath. No out of breathe ever.
And finally, mistake number 3 is using breathe with an E as a noun, writing take a deep breathe instead of take a deep breath. Breath is always a noun. When you mean the individual unit, use breath without the E at the end. Mistake number 2 is using breathe, the verb, as a noun, writing take a breathe instead of take a breath. Breathe is always a verb. When you mean the thing, the individual intake of air, use breath without the E.
Mistake number 3 is mispronouncing breathe as if it rhymes with breath. Saying breath when you mean breathe. The E at the end lengthens the vowel. Remember, breathe rhymes with seethe.
Mistake number 4 is not knowing that breathing, the gerund form, always uses breathe as its base. Some learners write breathing or breathing thing. The correct form is breathing from breathe.
Mistake number 5 is not knowing the expression breathtaking, or thinking it is 2 words. Breathtaking is 1 word and it comes directly from breath. The view was breathtaking, not breathtaking.
Mistake number 6 is not knowing breathe down your neck as an expression, hearing it and being confused about what it means. My boss is breathing down my neck means my boss is watching me very closely and pressuring me.
And mistake number 7 is confusing out of breath with out of breathe. The expression uses the noun form, I am out of breath, not I am out of breathe. Out of breath is the fixed expression.
Now, let me also mention something that many learners find helpful. When you are unsure which form to use, ask yourself, is this word doing the job of a noun or a verb in this sentence?
If it is a noun, something you could put the word a or the in front of. If it is a thing, use breath. A breath, the breath. Take a breath.
If it is a verb, if it is describing an action, if you can put he or she in front of it and it describes what they do, use breathe. He breathes. She breathes. They need to breathe.
The noun or verb test takes only a second, and it will always give you the right answer.
Now let us do a practice round. I will give you a sentence with a blank, and you fill in breath or breathe and explain why.
Ready?
She took a deep blank before starting her speech.
Breath. A deep breath is a noun. A thing she took. She took a deep breath.
He could not blank in the smoke-filled room.
Breathe. Could not breathe is a verb. The action he was unable to perform. He could not breathe.
The mountain view completely took her blank away.
Breath. Take her breath away. Fixed expression. Breath is the noun in this idiom.
Blank in slowly through your nose and out through your mouth.
Breathe. The instruction to perform the action. Breathe in slowly.
After running up the stairs, she was completely out of blank.
Breath. Out of breath is the fixed expression using the noun form.
He muttered something under his blank that she could not hear.
Breath. Under his breath is the fixed expression. He spoke very quietly.
The new director blanked new life into the struggling department.
Breathed. Past tense of breathe, the verb. She breathed new life into something means she revived it and made it fresh.
The performance was absolutely blank-taking.
Breathtaking or breathtaking as 1 word. From breath, the noun. An absolutely breathtaking performance. Every single answer was right. Clear and accurate every time.
And I hope listeners were applying the noun or verb test every time. Is it a thing you can put a or the in front of? Breath without E. Is it an action? Breathe with E.
That test works 100% of the time for this pair.
Now, before we finish, let me say something that I think will make these 2 words feel permanently settled in your memory.
Please.
Breath and breathe are about the most fundamental thing a human being does. You breathe every moment of every day. The breath you take right now, the breathing that keeps you alive. These words are deeply connected to your lived physical experience.
And that connection to your body is actually a powerful memory anchor. Every time you breathe in and breathe out, you can feel the word breathe as a verb, the action you are performing. And every breath you take is the noun, the individual unit of air.
Your body knows the difference before your grammar does. Trust it. Feel the action and you will reach for breathe. Think of the individual unit of air and you will reach for breath.
And the memory tricks are there for backup. E for action at the end of breathe. He is inside breathe because he breathes. Breathe rhymes with seethe. Breath rhymes with death.
Those anchors together make this pair one you will never confuse in writing or speaking again.
Thank you so much for being here today. We hope breath and breathe feel completely clear and that you feel genuinely ready to use both of them correctly and confidently in any situation.
Keep going, and we'll see you in the next episode.